That's a pretty good little herd of elk right there. These cats out there, maybe if I zoom in slower, it won't be able to. The weather has definitely drastically changed. We've got away from those single digits and below zero weather, wind chills, and only got down to 41. That's right, 41 last night. Going to get to 57 today. Not quite 60, but 57. You can see our little deer family out there of does and fawns. Looks like about 5 or 6 of them. Not exactly how many. There's at least 5. There may be 1 or 2 behind the trees that we can't see. I've been seeing one little single doe run around, so they might have kicked one of them out of that little covey right there. I'm not really sure. But that's a good way to start another day. It's foggy today, foggy all over Oklahoma. We're going to be doing some video work for the television show and some video work for social media today. Pat's coming down, so that's really going to be a lot of fun. We'll be working all day outside and inside a little bit, but we picked this pretty day. This is the prettiest day we've had in quite a while. But we're getting ready to go into a couple-week stretch where it's really forecast to be in the high 50s and low 60s every single day. And I saw one forecast day and there's 65 degrees. 65 degrees. That's absolutely fantastic for the first week or so of February, which is what we're looking into in this next forecast. It goes out a couple of weeks, but that's a good little bunch of does. I've just not seen any bucks around the last 2 or 3 days at all, none. With the exception of Little Buddy. Little Buddy comes around. He kind of has learned to pattern that deer feeder, and that deer feeder goes out. He's not too far away and comes up and feeds a little bit. But Forrest was here a couple days ago. Speaking of Forrest, speaking of bucks, looky there. Called him in. Forrest says, I believe I'll walk in here and y'all can just move out of my way. The little one says, oh, looky there. Is that my daddy? It may be. It very well could be your daddy. Forrest, he got in here and going to partake of some South Fresh. Look at that big, beautiful boy. Isn't he beautiful? Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Look what we have out there. Not only that, they're fighting. Look at that. Oh, come on, phone. Don't do that to me. Come on. Quit. That's a pretty good little herd of elk right there. These cats out there, maybe if I zoom in slower, it won't be able to. Those babies, and it looks like one pretty young baby. Well, this year's baby, the others might be. But look at that. I don't know how many of them are out there.
More coming down the road.
Oh, yeah, here are more coming down the road. Yeah, look at that. Look at them coming running. Look at that. My goodness. That is cool. Look at them. Hey, you guys are getting to the feeder before us. The good thing is they can't get the lid off that feeder, so all they can eat is whatever's on the ground. Well, they're licking on that lick. That lick right there's got garlic in it, would help keep the ticks and the flies and the bugs and stuff off of them. That's a pretty good bunch of elk right there. I mean, a pretty good bunch of elk, all cows and calves. Oh, there's one spike. There's a spike right in the middle of them. Yeah, got big old long spikes. He's going to come in there and kind of horn in. No pun intended. Yeah. If I'd have thought of it ahead of time, it'd have been a pun. But look at that. Here they're going off through the woods. They may all go out in the front yard. There they are going off through the woods. There's not a lot of feed left there because there was some deer there earlier. Unless it just went off. Look at him bucking around. It's probably a little bull. Baby bull. Look at that spike. Oh, he's more than a spike. He's got horns coming down the front. Yeah, he's got funny horns. No telling what he'll end up being, though. No telling what he'll end up being. There's more coming out through the woods. They're coming out of the ground. They're liking that garlic lick. Yeah, some of them finding some food still left there on the ground. The good thing is the lid is still on the Texas Hunter feeder because I got latches on it. You see that big one kick that little one? Get out of here. One bull running around with the girls and babies. That's a good bunch of elk out there. I'll go here and take a look at them at another angle and see what they look like going through the woods. So cool. Ah, here we go. Now the entire bunch is probably going to end up coming through here and going out around the lake, and we can look at them through the front window and really get a pretty look at them. They're fast-moving dudes. When they get ready to cover some territory, and elk can cover a lot of territory in a hurry, they take big steps as they're walking. They're all going to end up in the front yard, and we'll go take a look at them over there with the lake in the background, because that's always pretty. There's that little spike. He's not a spike. He's got some more horns. I guess you'd call it a 2x2. There he goes, 2x2. Yeah, buddy. Looking really nice, walking down through the woods. Still quite a few over there around the feeder. They're going to eventually all get in the yard. I don't know. The others should be following along because they're playing follow the leader. I don't have a clue who the leader is. Probably some old cow. Probably the most mature lady in the bunch. It's probably their leader. So these will probably follow all the rest of them out to the front yard. You get out to the front yard, you might be able to count them, but they're not, those little bunch there, 4 right there in that bunch. They're not wanting to leave, so. Gosh, they're big animals, holy cow. Big animals. All right, this is what I want to see. We got a full yard of elk. I'm talking about a yard full of them. Look at all those elk out there, will you? Boy, you talk about some good eating. I mean, there's some good eating out there, I promise you. One little spike bull, and I keep calling him Spike. He's actually a 2x2. 2x2, but he's awful pretty. And they're not all out there yet. And you can see that some of these are a little close. They're eating all of those are eating the ryegrass right now. The ryegrass is losing its color and its green, and it's all, of course, it's been down to 0. And I guess we just about lost the ryegrass for the winter, but that's a really good bunch of elk out there. And they're beautiful. I don't know what startled that one or caused that one to run real quick, but it sure did. I guess one of those others said, "Get out of here. Get on out of here."
Yeah.
Is that a word? Get on out of here.
Yeah, that's a word.
That's a word. Get on out of here. Jeff Foxworthy said that was a word anyway.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bunch of elk, and there's still more coming. Oh, look at here. Now I don't know what scared them now. Something scared them.
Uh-oh.
There they go. Just like that, we lose our deer herd, our elk herd. Well, Benelli went out in the front yard, and the elk scattered. They took off running, but they didn't go far. As a matter of fact, all of them actually came running right around back to the front where they were and got around the feeder. And now this is a bad deal right here because you got elk in the prayer circle, and I see Wild Child over there and Tiny in the pen, and they're looking at them. But I'm telling you what that elk is smelling. That elk is smelling alfalfa. And we do not want those elk to get to alfalfa that's under that building. And that's what she's smelling, I'm pretty sure. And she's walking over there. They're checking those deer out. Well, you look at those deer and look at that elk. Are you talking about big animals? Now, that one deer, that's Wild Child right there. So those are fairly decent-sized deer. And you look at that elk. I mean, golly, isn't that something? But they're smelling the alfalfa. I know that's what she's smelling. See her smelling, putting her nose up in the air? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out there and run them off because I definitely do not want them getting into that alfalfa because they could eat all the bales up. I hadn't even thought about that. They could eat all the bales up, and we give it to the deer every day, and we've got like $400 worth of alfalfa out there, so we don't want it to all disappear in one night. I'm kind of glad those girls went over there and kind of give away what they're going to do. Now, they can go out in the yard and eat all they want. They can fertilize the yard, and that's fine, too. I'll watch where I step. But I do not want them eating all of the alfalfa that's for the deer. They've got the whole ranch to graze on. And I don't mind my wild deer eating alfalfa over there. They go over and eat some. But the alfalfa is for the deer in the pens mostly. And kind of during the winter time. It's got a lot of warmth in it, a lot of heat in it, and they love it. But I just definitely don't want them eating that alfalfa. So I want to kind of watch that real closely. Make sure there's none over there eating it already. I'm going to go check that out. Because wild child over there, just looking around and saying, my gosh, those are some big girls. Those are some big girls. They better stay out of that alfalfa. I better go check that. All right, as we walk out here, the elk are not paying a whole lot of attention to me. Now as we come out, they're going to pay a little bit of attention. But Nellie, look at them take off. Look at them take off. No, but Nellie, no. But Nellie's not paying a lot of attention to them. They're just another big animal to her. She knows she's not supposed to get after them. If there was something we were hunting, it'd be a different ball game. But if you look at that, it's a pretty good herd of elk here at the house. Just a beautiful, beautiful herd of elk. I never did count them. You know, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I see at least 18 out there. I don't know if I'm counting right or not. But I don't know if there's still some in the front yard or not. But I've got to go check this alfalfa. Make sure they're not getting in there and wiping me out. Hi, baby. Hi there. Hi there, wild child. Hi, wild child. If I let you out, will you not get caught by a coyote or something? I want to let you run free. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, pretty girl. You're all fluffed up. Yes, you are. You're all fluffed up. You are getting so big. I can't believe how big your girl you're gonna be. Look how big you are. She's paying attention to Benelli. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Yeah, that's my girl. That's such a good girl. She loves to be petted. Yeah, that's my baby doll right here. Yeah, you're such a pretty girl. Yeah. If I let you out, will you stay around the house here and not get in trouble and not get killed? Yeah. Yeah, I think the bucks will leave you alone now. I might wait a little bit longer. I don't want them running you out somewhere and you getting hurt. You're my baby girl. Yeah. But she loves to be loved. She always has once she finally tamed down. Look how big she's got. She's so big. She's going to be one of the biggest does we have, I think. Yeah, I'll let you run free, but I don't want you to get hurt. I may wait a while yet. So many coyotes. Pretty girl. Yeah, you're such a pretty girl. Okay, yeah, we're in good shape with alfalfa. It looks like some of the deer have been getting in there and kind of helping themselves, but we're in good shape. Yeah, we still got a lot of alfalfa there. And probably going to buy some more before the winter's out. This one's out. You know, deer are enjoying it. I definitely don't want those elk getting their head in here. That's for sure. But great food for our deer right there. We have a little rain coming today. We're promised maybe, well, they first talked about 1 to 3 inches. They backed it back down to under an inch. It's raining just west of us. Actually, not very far west of us. Sprinkled a bit here this morning, but we should have rain starting somewhere a little bit later in the day, and probably not until really later in the day, like this evening. So Chris and I are here by ourselves at the ranch today, which is nice. We like that. We enjoy each other, and so I'll be taking care of Chris all day. It'll be what my main job is. Be doing a lot of work as we send out proposals and talk to companies and try to get some more sponsors for Jimmy Houston Outdoors Television for 2025, which will be year number 48. This is 47 years we've been doing national television, and we are on ESPN2 every Saturday morning at 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central, for the first couple quarters of the year here. So we're looking, we're excited about that, as well as about a dozen other networks, including Pursuit, WFN, the World Fishing Network, AT&T Sports Southwest, which has just changed the name of that network to Space City Home Channel is what it's called. Heartland Network in the Southeast, which is a great network, Walk TV, and Jimmy Houston Adventures is on several of those networks in addition to Jimmy Houston Outdoors. Most of those networks are 52 weeks a year. As a matter of fact, all of them are 52 weeks a year, with the exception of ESPN2, and we're trying really hard to get on there for 52 weeks a year. We were on ESPN and we were on ESPN2 back when it very first started, as well as ESPN. We were on those networks for 21 years, from 2011 back 21 years. So they're great friends at ESPN, channel that I watch a lot. Obviously, Chris and I are great sports fans, and we watch. They developed ESPN3 now, a streaming channel, which we're on that because we watch a lot of Oklahoma University sports. We love our softball team. We love our coach and the players. We love our women's basketball as well as, of course, all the men's sports. I fish with some of the coaches. The baseball coach is a great friend, a great baseball coach there at OU. And, of course, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma football. So we got some does and fawns out there, mom and a couple of her babies. And that's real pretty this morning. Haven't seen anything with any antlers. The rain is over, but it looks pretty nice out there. Got a little deer family in the church, in the yard, thinking about church this morning. Looks like we got about a half a dozen of them out there. Look at them down through the bars. Feeding on the Bermuda grass and ryegrass this morning. The cold weather definitely put a dent in the ryegrass. But they look beautiful out there. It's a beautiful morning. We're looking at a couple of weeks in the 50s and 60s here for highs. That's pretty doggone nice. So, great way to start another day. When you look out and see some deer and ducks. Check the rain gauge and see. We've had a wet January. I guess we're going to have a little wet February too, it seems. So, God's smiling on us down here a little bit at the ranch as we start out another beautiful day. It's always a good thing. We're watching around. We also have deer on the other side at the feeder. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 here at the feeder. Looking off down through the yards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we got a couple little babies out there, so does and fawns hanging around this morning. Deer drying out and kind of chasing each other around, trying to get kind of mean out there around the feeders sometime. So 6 in the front. Uh-oh, they're going to take off. The dogs are out there. Sherry and Jack are here, so Bella is here, and the dogs are out there running around playing. These deer here in the front are a little bit more spooky than the ones are over in the lakeside. Those deer have been around a lot. These deer here probably just haven't been around a whole lot. But anyway, so we got about a dozen does and fawns around the house. Sometimes in our antlers video, people say, Jimmy, we don't ever see any does around your house. Well, we've got them. Got raindrops on the windows as well. From yesterday's rain, not nearly as much as we hoped we would get, but we're thankful for any that we get. And we're thankful for those pretty deer hanging around. Nice look at that pretty little baby right there. Boy, she's fat. Don't see any nubbins, so it'll be another doe. And the other couple ran off. These 3 here, they said, we're not worried about those dogs. We know that those Labradors are not supposed to fool with us. So we're just going to keep on eating. And Mama's got 2 babies. Yeah, I think that's what that is a mama and 2 babies. I think that one, might be 2 mamas, I don't know. Water drops on the window.